What's up, everyone? Welcome back. After I had stopped filming yesterday diagnosing Robbie's low fuel pressure issues, I sat in the driver's seat and I cycled his key on and off, about like 5 or 6 more times, and spontaneously out of nowhere, 18 psi of pressure, appeared again, and got the motor running. And even though I was pretty persistent on going ahead and dropping this fuel tank out to ditch this O'Reilly pump that's back there in the tank, I threw my aftermarket adjustable regulator on the rail and had absolutely no change whatsoever. So I got the car turned around and I've got the fuel tank dropped out, ready for us to get this pump pulled out of his tank. Here on the workbench we've got our 255 LPH Walbro pump that Nick had donated to the channel for the race car, but I ended up having to go a different route, so we've just had this sitting around. Thank you, Nick. This is really going to save our ass, on Robbie's car. We've been having problems with this thing for quite some time. And I've also got a whole brand new filter socks for the fuel pump and the whole kit, to get this thing dropped into this fuel tank. So we're going to get this fuel pump removed, swap over the Walbro pump, get this thing back in the car. Check this out, guys. I found the problem, and this has happened to me before, in that car right there. Look at the fuel line that the pump feeds up to our assembly. This is why we're getting little to no pressure up there at our fuel rail, because we're losing all of our fuel pressure down inside the fuel tank. Gotta see if Robbie wants me to throw the Walbro pump in, or just to replace his hose and see what happens. He said throw in the Walbro, so I've got it ready to go here already. The filter sock was in great condition from the other pump, so I've got that swapped over. Didn't need to use the new kit that I had there sitting on the table. I got a new hose, some new clamps, and the other plug plugged directly in from our last pump. Now we just need to get this dropped into the tank, get this tank back up into the car, and finally we should be done with this thing. That's what we want to see. Finally, we have the proper amount of fuel pressure up there at our fuel rail. To me, it seems a little on the low side, being at 35, so I looked it back up in the factory service manual. And the H23 non-VTEC should be from 37 to 41 or 42, but the H22 pressure regulator states 35 to 40 psi. So we're on the low end of what it says that we need. Maybe we'll throw in a adjustable regulator, you know, just to bump up our pressure ourselves. And it's time to finally take this thing for a test drive and make sure that all our problems are solved. But we've got a good fuel pressure. She fired up fantastic. She's idling great. No more misfiring going on. And we're having great throttle response. So get her warmed up, and we're gonna go see what happens when we try to smash into VTEC. Alright guys, you ready for this? I don't know if you guys saw right when I hit really top end of third gear that something sprayed out at the windshield. So I let off throttle, and it seemed like whatever was spraying at the windshield, you know, went away. But I turned around, I got it back at home, and I don't know. The only thing that I can find is I've got coolant leaking from somewhere. So I need to figure out where this leak is and get that taken care of. But holy shit, this thing moves. I don't know what exactly is leaking. Brand new hose. I mean, I guess it kind of seems like it's coming from this area. It's the only spot that I kind of feel wetness, but I don't really see anything. And all these clamps are tightened up. I don't know. That I'm just gonna have to save that for another day. But if it isn't one thing, it's another, right? At least I got this thing running top notch, and all we have is just a slight leak, and that should be pretty minor to take care of. Thank you guys all for joining me on this whole entire adventure of my own stupidity and trying to figure out a relatively simple problem. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, you know how this goes, guys. Hit that subscribe button below. Join the team here at Woodstocks. Like these videos. Share these videos. Comment below. And until next time, guys, peace out.